us online. Today we are recording. It is June 20.
I don't know.
2022. We we are so disappointed. Our multimedia guy is doing the best that he can with who we are. So shout out to Noesito Ayala. Everybody give him a round of applause. Insert friends laughing cast. Okay. All right.
We'll be the laugh track.
So, where we're getting started. Last week I gave the youth homework. Oh, lordy lord. Homework
Homework?
on summer?
Really?
In summer?
Really?
Oh, what a bad teacher. No, but I gave them homework. And what was your homework, Charlie? You had two, actually.
Yeah. Alright, so the one before the one we're about to do right now was get to know people, which was
Supposed to be
Kevin,
before?
Lucy,
Mm-hmm.
and Luz.
Mm-hmm.
And this week's homework is talk to somebody who's not a Christian and get them to ask you a question about the Bible. So that's exactly what I did.
Okay, good job, Charlie. High five. All right, so let's start off with the first homework, and let's see what you got so far, because I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see nobody talking to Sister Lucy on Sunday.
Wait, I got so confused. I thought we were doing that on Connect Day.
No. That's a good confusion. That's a good excuse.
Actually.
But
No,
if anybody is able to do the homework today, it is you. For that part,
Yeah, but
you can at least guess really good.
okay.
Okay. So Charlie, Sister Luz, what is her position in church? What's the name?
She's in the music. That's all I know.
She is not in music.
Oh my. I did my homework.
Okay.
I did it.
Where,
Yes, she is.
where is Kevin from?
Tato, where's Kevin from?
Why are you asking me?
So you can tell me.
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Alright, so I don't know.
Okay.
I want to go next.
Next person, Hermana Lucy. This one's a really easy one. Charlie, if you don't know this one, it's a bit selfish. What is Hermana
Oh, I
Lucy's
got them confused.
favorite
Why? I
Oh.
got them confused.
Okay, what is Hermana Lucy's, the short one?
Mm.
What is her favorite hobby?
Her favorite
Good job, multimedia guy.
Oh, he stopped it.
favorite hobby.
So dumb.
The soundtrack, though.
Who's playing that?
Okay, no, I didn't know. All I know is that she be doing flowers, but that's it. I don't know if that's her hobby though.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Don't give him the answer because we still got,
Wait,
I guess we still
I
got
wanna go
chances.
next.
No, well, oh, after.
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on to the next homework. You got an F in that one. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay. And these questions will shift because you guys are supposed to ask these 3 questions to each of them. So not just to one specific. So, moving on to the next thing. Who did you, the homework, just to clarify once again to the people watching us, the homework was for them to ask a non-believer what question they had within the Bible that had to do with Christianity or with our walk with Christ. And so, Charlie, who did you choose to ask a question from?
I chose Michael.
And who is Michael?
He is one of my friends, but he's not very holy, if you may. I've been working on it, don't worry.
I'm doing my best.
But yeah, I asked him. He's not very religious.
Are you religious, Charlie?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't meant to be religious, right? Not supposed to be religious. But yeah, I've been trying to get to that. But yeah, I asked him.
Okay, and what was his question towards you? Or towards the Bible? Or
His
whatever you-
question was, who is John?
Mm.
But there are 2 Johns.
Mhm.
So I chose one
Why did you choose one?
because my phone broke and I couldn't search. But yeah.
Okay.
When'd
your phone break?
Last night.
When I give you this homework?
Well, you reminded me yesterday, and it, kind of destroyed that same day.
It's okay. All right. So, what did you learn? Because you had to do research yourself, right?
Yes.
Did you know the answer when he asked you?
I think I knew the answer mostly, which was, should I get to that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I did John the Baptist.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into Matthew chapter 3, verse 6, I think.
Okay.
And that's when it's talking about John.
Okay.
And he's the one who baptized Jesus, right?
Yep.
And basically,
Sorry, real quick. Matthew
3,
chapter 3,
verse 6.
verse 6.
6.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 6. Okay, do you mind me reading it real quick?
It's the right one.
Okay. It says, well, you're in the right realm because the chapter is
I don't remember
what
what
specific
yeah.
verse. Okay, well, next time just be like, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, Matthew chapter 3. It's titled, John the Baptist Prepares the Way. So in those days, John the Baptist came, preaching in the wilderness of Judea and saying, repent, for the kingdom of heaven has come near. This is who was spoken of through the prophet Isaiah. So I think that's the main verse. Well, up to what point did you read? What verse did you read? You want to search for it? Yeah.
Now it's like good time for the music.
If only we had elevator music. Today's episode is brought to you by.
Okay.
That hurts. Okay, right here. Baptism of Jesus is the one I read.
Okay.
That was to make sure that he was the one who baptized Jesus. That's the answer I needed.
Okay, so for those of you guys who did not hear that, it is Matthew chapter 3, verses 13 through 17. And it says, then Jesus came from Galilee to the Jordan to be baptized by John. But John tried to deter him, saying, I need to be baptized by you, and do you come to me? Jesus replied, let it be so now. It is proper for us to do this to fulfill all righteousness. Then John consented. As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment, heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, this is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. All right, so those are the verses. That's the verses you read. Okay, and so continue. You read that verse, and you found out that he was the one who baptized Jesus.
That's kind of where I went, because I kind of forgot about it until this morning. So, that's when I researched it, and I was like, okay, I think this is the answer he needs. Real quick.
So you told him, what was your final answer to him?
I told him John was a Baptist, and he's the one who baptized Jesus.
Final answer. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Okay, lock it in. Just
Oh God.
we need to practice on his hand. I owe too. Okay, so John the Baptist was definitely the one who baptized Jesus, as we just read. So that is correct. If you want to go more in depth, remember when we were reading about, in Christmas time, at least in Christmas time, when we read how the angel Gabriel came to Mary and told him she was virgin, right? She was gonna have a baby. But an angel appeared to her cousin Elizabeth, and she was gonna have a son. But she was pregnant before Mary. So that little baby, her cousin, so Mary, Elizabeth, that's her cousin, right? That's like you and me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
but you're dudes. But that's the connection they had. All right, so Mary, her cousin Elizabeth, she was pregnant before Mary, but an angel told her, you're going to have a son, right? That son that she had, that's John the Baptist. So you see where we're going?
I think so.
So John the Baptist was born out of the cousin of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Okay? So John the Baptist, his goal was to spread what? What did we learn? Does anybody know? What was John the Baptist's goal?
Gospel.
To spread the gospel? So it was to spread the gospel and to open up the way for Christ. To basically just, that was his purpose in life. John the Baptist also lived in the wilderness. He would eat locusts, and he would just, the guy was really just built, you know? He was just doing literally what God had called him to do, okay? So that is one John in the Bible. There's another John. Do you know, did you do research on that John?
No, not that one.
Okay, so it is John who? Does anybody know? Nocito. John the disciple. So, I'm going to leave you that homework because you guys are each going to get your personalized homework from the conversations that we're going to have. So I'm going to leave that as homework to you. Who was that John? And what's his story? And remember, let me give you a hint. When John writes about himself, how does he write?
He's a favorite.
He writes as if he's the favorite. John, Jesus' loved one, was da-da-da-da. So just go into that, and then next week come back with the answer on who he is and where you found it. And there's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so good job. Okay. Next up, Desiree. All right. They won't see it in the video. So, okay, so, Desiree, what is Sister Luz? Let's see if she gets this one. What is Sister Luz, not Lucy, Luz, what is her favorite hobby?
Sister Luz? I thought hers was what's her position.
No, you guys were supposed to ask these 3 questions to each of them.
Oh, to each of them.
Yeah.
Oh, her favorite hobby?
Yes.
Baking.
Ding, ding, ding. Baking is Sister Luz's favorite hobby, and she does it beautifully.
My favorite hobby is eating it.
My favorite, yes, what she said. Favorite hobby is eating it. If you guys have not had Sister Luz's tarts, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Moment of silence for those people who miss her. Okay. I see those cracking up right there. All right. Let's see. What?
What's your position?
What is Kevin's position in the church?
I thought we were doing the 3 for one person.
Oh, we're switching the 3 questions for each person. You were supposed to ask all 3 of them for one person.
Oh, but it's just like a random.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
What is Kevin's position in the church?
Seat warmer.
That's messed
I'm
up.
just kidding. I don't think he has one yet.
No, he doesn't have one yet. So, good answer. Ding, ding, ding. We need to work on some loving languages.
Well, like,
But no, Brother Kevin does a lot for the church. He does not have an official title yet, but he will be there whenever any of us need him. He is also really, really good at bringing food. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He brought Thrifty ice cream with the Thrifty scooper. Man has a servant's heart, and he's a hard worker, and he has a lot going for him, as well as Pamela. She's right there with him. She goes right with him. So we thank you guys for doing what you do. It does not go unnoticed. We just gotta learn how to say things properly.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm better.
Last question. Sister Lucy, where does she come from?
She comes from Mexico,
What part of Mexico?
where she was born.
Which was?
To be fair, I don't know where Daddy comes from Mexico. I really don't.
Oh my lordy lord.
She comes from Mexico. Like, I know her story in Mexico, and like her dad and all that stuff. I just don't know where.
Okay. So you got that one wrong, but you got 2 out of 3 right, so good job. I know, I'm sorry.
Charlie left this ready for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on to the next homework. Did you do your homework?
No.
No.
Not do my homework.
Did I remind you, Desiree? My sister?
Yesterday, yeah, I did. But the good side to this is that I'm not surrounded with people. I could have caused someone. But it really just showed me this week that I'm not surrounded by much.
Okay. All right. That's a good excuse. I like that excuse, you know?
I was thinking about that one driving
Yeah, it takes time to get a good excuse, you know? You can't just come up with one on the spot.
over here. No.
All right. So then we're gonna do something a little bit different for you. You're special.
I don't like this chair. Can I like switch with you? It's like. Can you?
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh. So you get a whole question card for
A
yourself.
whole
A
question
whole
card?
question card. And let's see how many of those you can get right and which ones you leave with homework, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna have more homework than him then.
It's funny how the tables turn. Funny how the tables turn. You know, back in my days.
Wait, can I have like the Bible? Because what if I know where it's at? And like how? That's not that many people know where it talks about, you know? Isn't that a good thing?
No. Okay, pick a card. I'll let you.
Can I read them?
No. There
Oh, that's a question?
Yeah.
Answer yourself?
Okay.
Can I please change my chair? Into that
Switch
one?
into, no, into that blackboard right there.
Oh my gosh.
We will be back.
Welcome to people who are going after.
And we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ready? How did the baby die whose mother appeared before Solomon claiming the baby of another mother? How did that baby die? Ooh.
Wait, what? Say that again?
How did the baby die, the one who died, whose mother appeared before King Solomon, claiming the baby of another mother?
So like.
So this woman, her baby died, and she came to King Solomon and said, no, this is my baby.
So some woman was trying to claim a dead baby?
No, claim an alive baby that was not
Oh.
hers. Hers died.
Oh, that's a cool story. Okay, next question.
No. How the baby die?
How did the baby die?
We know this one.
We know this one.
Yes.
We or she?
We. We are siblings, so
This is my sister.
this is my brother.
We are siblings.
And we care for each other.
Everything great. He?
It doesn't specify it's his baby.
It doesn't specify the gender, but specifies how it died.
Yes.
It's kind of sad though.
Well, it's very vital.
But it's not.
That's not the
no
question.
baby. Okay. How did it die?
Do you know? If you don't know, then just
Well,
say
I can
no.
guess.
Okay, guess.
Because there's a lot of
Guess,
stories.
and if you lock it in, then it's locked in.
Okay.
Then you buy a button.
How did it die? Can like, is there like an after thing? Like, did the baby not have a head?
No, the baby was fully intact.
Fully. That's messed up. Did they drown the baby?
Are you gonna lock it in?
No. Maybe it was a snake bite. Maybe should be marks on this baby.
Those are
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the drowned baby. I don't think it's
Does anybody know how that baby died?
no one knows.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't feel that
she suffocated him,
I
or
wouldn't know.
suffocated the baby,
Same thing as drowning, you
But-
suffocate.
but by laying on him. So they were sleeping, and she laid on him, and she suffocated him, and he died. Okay, so we really need to read that story. It's a really
I honestly
interesting.
don't remember that story.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay.
Where's my homework for that? Do I have to like find it in the Bible?
Yeah, find that story in the Bible.
You wanna write that down? Maybe we might be later.
Yeah, we have it on video. But yeah, I think it'll be beneficial for all of us to reread that story because it's really, really interesting and it shows the wisdom King Solomon had that he asked for from God
Why?
because of what he did.
What are you doing?
We're about to find out. If you guys don't want to wait until Friday for her to do her homework and you want to know the answer now and you want to go search, and you want to go search for it, you guys are more than welcome to talk to me after service because you are not prohibited from learning it now just because you have homework.
Can I ask you after service?
Yeah, you can ask
Oh,
after
okay.
service. Okay. Next question. What is the geographical this one isn't.
That one doesn't have.
Name the father of Jonah.
Jonah? What? The father of Jonah. This ain't fair.
Father of Jonah.
Father of Jonah?
Yeah. If you have no idea, then just.
I have no idea.
Okay, look at him. Okay, I can't pronounce these names right, but I'm gonna say.
You have the answer sheet?
Yeah.
So you don't even.
Yeah, I do. But I'm gonna say Amatai.
I'm tired.
Amatai.
I'm tired.
Yeah. So Amatai is the father of Jonah. Yeah. Who was nagged into losing his eyes? Ooh.
Who is that?
Who was nagged? Who lost his eyes? When I tell, if you don't get this right, and if I tell you, you're gonna be like, oh, I knew that.
Who is nagged into losing their eyes?
Yeah. So they took his eyes out.
That's so nice.
No, it's not. But consequences.
It wasn't.
You don't know it either.
Was it? What's his name?
Come
Oh my.
It started with the S.
on. I don't know. Well, I do know, but.
What is it? I don't know. I'm not gonna lock it in yet. But Samson. I don't know if they took out his eyes.
I can't tell you
I
until
don't
you
remember.
log in.
I know they cut his hair.
Samson, yeah.
Got strings from, but they also did other things for him, no?
I don't know. Well, I do know, but I can't tell you.
From the movie, I don't remember seeing his eyes.
How about from the Bible?
Well,
I remember from the Bible.
I'm trying to go back to like picturing it though.
Okay.
And so in the movie, I don't remember seeing his eyes, but they were probably there. Like, I can imagine.
Well, do you have any other person you're thinking of at this time?
My eyes switching. The other person? No.
So do you just want to go with Samson? Log it in.
Do I?
I don't know. That is correct, Samson.
I knew
Took
that
his
one. I was
eyes out.
so confident about that one.
All right, good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember him being like.
Okay, I'm like trying to follow along. Okay,
Hi.
you have 2 more questions left. Ready? Who in the Bible said the following? Lord, lay not this sin to their charge.
What? Sorry.
Lord, lay not this sin to their charge.
A wise man.
Is that your final answer?
What it can be for people, so yeah. Would that count?
No.
Okay. No. I only know some of the names.
Choose one.
Do you have a question
Who in the Bible said the following? Lord, lay not this sin to their charge.
there? Was it John?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Plug it in.
You want to ask me like what John? It was John, because he was getting. It was the second John. Wait, no. That was John, right? Or was it? Or was it Joe? It wasn't Joe because he didn't know what was nothing. No one did anything to him. It's kind of just.
Joe?
Yeah.
Nobody did anything
No,
to
like
Joe?
nobody. Like it wasn't like no. Because I remember the story of Job, like the
Yeah.
4 walls collapsed. But no one did that. They kind of just collapsed on his kids. And so I'm saying like,
But there's a lot of other stuff that happened.
yeah,
to Joe.
there is. But like,
Alright guys, we're gonna do a lesson on Job.
no, I read Job.
That's really
But you guys know
Joe.
I'm gonna go with John. I hope John's the one who got John's the one who wrote the letters to the churches, right? Or got the letters or something like that from the
Paul.
that's Paul. So then it's Paul. It's Paul.
Are you going with Paul?
Or John. Both of them.
One inside.
It wasn't any of them?
No, it was Stephen. Stephen.
I don't know. Okay.
So
Stephen.
Stephen, that is your homework added to that. Where in the Bible did Stephen say that? And who is Stephen? Because I'm assuming you don't know who Stephen is.
What didn't who was it who got crucified upside down?
That was. Ooh,
What other disciples? The one that got crucified upside down?
yep,
Peter.
Didn't
Peter. Why did Peter get crucified upside down? Tato.
Because he felt unworthy to be crucified.
Hey, let's go! Because he felt unworthy. He said he was
yeah, but
unworthy to be.
didn't he what did he say? Didn't he say the same thing?
No.
What did he say?
That's your homework.
That's not my I asked that question.
Okay, we'll get back to you. All right. Last question. Complete the following verse. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, blank, 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 blank. Blank, 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 blank.
6 words?
Five.
You said 6. You said blank.
Blank, blank. Oh yeah.
Can I know who it's from? Like who said that?
For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. But unto us which are saved,
You know, I would say may have salvation, but that's not blank.
okay.
So, it's going to be like, no, I really don't know.
Okay. You don't know?
No,
Okay, lock it in.
no, I don't know. I'm saying I'm trying to guess.
I'm sweaty.
That's 5. Are you sure it's 6 or 5? Wait, say it again?
For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, I'll give you 3 words. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the.
It is that? I was not guessing that. It is the. Papa, do you know? I have no idea.
Far.
It is the. I really don't know.
The power of God. Yeah. So, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of God. That you're going to find in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. Now you have to find out what's the context. Why did they say it? What's going on in that chapter? All right, so let's give Desiree a round of applause.
Who said it?
You gotta find out.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I knew the first things. So like I say.
Okay.
Who wants to go next? Wow, people who are watching this online, you can't see it, but there's so many people raising their hands. I can't choose.
Skelly's raising her hand.
Brenda? Is that a hand I see up?
Down.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, come on, Brenda.
Oh gosh, I got 2 flashbacks.
Alright. Hi, Brenda.
Hi.
Are you ready for your first homework?
Ice Cube.
What is the first one?
Guys, sorry. Okay.
The first one is, if you don't get this one, I don't know. Noacito's gonna be so disappointed. You're just gonna see him shake his head in the back. Where is Sister Luz from?
His mom?
Yeah. Where's she
Oh.
from?
She makes those tortillas, but they're like thick, huh?
Where's she from?
I forgot.
No.
This should send us. We cut to commercial.
Let me see. It starts with like, isn't it? I don't know how to say it. Watermelon something.
Oh.
Not that.
She
Like,
comes from Watermelon?
no, there's a. I never know how to say it. How do you say it?
Say what?
Brenda.
I don't. Wait, like come from like what do you mean? Like church.
No. No.
She comes
no,
from
no,
her
no.
parents. They
No.
gave birth to her.
No.
And
Like, where was she born and raised? And, like, where did she grow up? Where was her childhood? Where did she come from?
no, absolutely not.
I know.
Okay, lock it in?
No.
No, you can't say it.
Oh.
We still have people. Okay, she didn't listen. So, what is Kevin's favorite hobby?
Kevin's favorite hobby is
Do you know who Kevin is?
the one guy who came in the house with me. The,
Yeah, good job.
You just said it. Like he likes helping people. Like
But what's his hobby?
his hobby. Guys, do you know that his hobby is what it is?
Can't ask. Expect us to answer.
No cheating.
Sounds like she said water. Working construction.
Oh my.
I don't know, guys. I
Look at him.
know here.
The whole point is for you to get to know him. All right. What is Sister Lucy's position in the church?
She has two, no?
Wow.
Well, she has worship.
She's gonna worship him.
That's something that she does here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that one. I'll let that one slide because she is in worship. She does play what?
So it's
Good job. All right. Are you ready for your second homework?
yeah.
All right. Who did you ask?
So kind of has two people this time. I asked my dad and my brother. because they do believe that he is real and they say that they're Christian, but they ain't really Christian.
Okay, so, all right, what was the question towards you?
So
Or,
the comment that my brother told me is, I don't care.
mhm.
And then I asked him, why don't you care? He said, I don't care.
Mhm.
And then my dad said, what's it called? No, I told him, you can't say that, oh, what are some questions that you have about the Bible or something like that? And
Oh my god.
But he brought up, I think, a topic saying that, even though I might not look Christian, it's okay. And he also brought up saying I could still drink or do stuff like that as a Christian because God forgave my sins, like my sins in the future and now and in my past. And I told him but that you can't take advantage of him.
So you asked your brother and your father, and instead of really giving you a question, they kind of said, well, I am a Christian. Well, I've been forgiven because, God did what he did, and I can still drink, and I can still mess up because he's just going to forgive me anyways, and I don't care. And that's how they went about the situation, correct? And that's what you're telling us here. Could go different ways. But one thing I did tell you guys last week is that there's going to be some people who are not ready to be asked that. There's going to be some people who get defensive or who just don't want to answer. And I told you guys, don't argue with them because we're not here to argue with them. We are here to defend the word of Christ and to defend God. Yes, if they are disrespectful, you do defend. You are always, however, respectful, and you always speak through the word of God, not through what you think. Because Brenda, if you told your dad, well, that's not right, you're taking advantage of it, that's not the way it works, and he were to say, where in the Bible does it tell you that? What would you have said? So exactly, we need to be careful. And that is just, it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they're blinded. It's not their fault that they can't see. We allow ourselves to get in that situation, but they are blinded and they can't see that. So we cannot get upset and get defensive ourselves and be like, well, it just says it in the Bible. I just know it does. Like, why don't you read the Bible? Why don't you find out where it's at? You didn't do that. But I'm just saying, sometimes we get into our flesh and then it's like we retaliate and we argue instead. And I'm glad you didn't argue with your dad. You just told him. But we always have to be prepared. Always. And like I said, if they ask you a question and you didn't know the answer, don't give them what you think. Or, I think John the Baptist was a good guy, Yeah, just say, you know what, I'm not sure, but I'll get back to you, and get back to them right away. Don't let it simmer, and don't let it sit. So, you at least tried to do your homework. So good job on doing that part. And that's what we're here for. Just because at the end of the day, this time that we're spending here is for you guys to prepare yourselves to reach others. Because it's time that we go out there and we reach. It's time that we go out there and we do what we're supposed to do. So that's why we're doing this. It's to get you guys practice. It's to get you guys going in that motion already and preparing yourselves. Because sometimes we ask ourselves these questions and it's like, I don't know. And so if we don't know what we believe, how are we going to reach others in that motion? So let's give Brenda a round of applause for doing her homework. Okay, who wants to go next? Ooh, Fabian, he moved forward. Okay, Fabian! Okay. All right, Fabian, are you ready for your first homework? Oh, you smell good. Take a shower?
Yeah.
I did, but then it's hot.
Yeah, I felt about to say
That's nice. Okay. So, Fabian, what is Sister Lucy's position at church?
I still want to answer, you have to say it
No, you said Sister Lucy's position. What is Sister Luce? If you don't know, just log in. I don't know.
I don't know.
Where is Kevin from?
To be honest, I don't even know what Kevin looks like.
Oh my.
This is why it's important for you guys to stay connected. You guys are members of the church, and it's not like we're a mega church. He literally sits down right behind
I
you.
don't know which one it is. Which one he is.
Okay, so he doesn't know that answer either. Okay, what is Sister Lucy's favorite hobby?
I feel like I've heard someone say gardening.
Are you locking that answer in?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So,
So you guys didn't do your homework on that part. I'm a little disappointed
I
because
did.
you didn't do your homework. You had good guesses.
No, I just actually talked to them.
Okay. So, are you ready for your next homework? Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Who did you ask?
I asked Michael at first
Uh-huh.
because I don't really have any other friends that I talk to that are Christian.
Okay. That's a good problem to have.
And I asked him, like, give me a question. And he was like, no.
Uh-huh. That's as far as the conversation went?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ask anybody else? Or you just gave up after that one?
I got a question. It was, do all pets go to heaven?
Do all pets go to
It was
heaven?
specifically all dogs.
All dogs. Specific. They don't care about cats or parrots or anything. Okay. So, and did you find the answer?
I feel like I've heard you say that. Well, I'm pretty sure I remember you saying that if their owners are Christian, then their dogs will. Something like that. I don't know.
No. the was something that I said like that was not talking about dogs. We were talking about babies. So if you have a baby and they're
okay,
not old
that's
enough,
fine.
yeah, if they're not old enough, yeah, and they haven't come to full consciousness, their salvation is based on the parents' salvation. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Right. So, she's crying now. So,
Oh no.
are you gonna be okay?
That's so sad.
Why?
Because poor baby. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
who put the bread? That's not a good
Don't
job.
Okay.
Do we go to commercial?
Did you look for it in the Bible, or did you try to Google where in the
I
Bible?
tried to Google it. It gave me so much mixed answers. So
Okay.
if you search, do all dogs go to heaven? It says yes.
Okay.
But if you search, do pets go to heaven? It's like, it doesn't show anything.
Okay. So did you give that person a final answer, or are they still waiting for you?
I think it's
Okay, so they are. If you think, then they are. So the reason why it's mixed answers is because the Bible doesn't specify.
okay.
A lot of people do believe that animals do go to heaven because they have a soul. And the Bible does say,
Yeah, I think I heard that.
yeah, because they have a soul. And the Bible does say something. And this is your homework now, and I want you to find out ASAP and find out where it says. And it's easy, you could just Google it. Or if you want to do it together after right now, we can do it together. If you guys want to listen to that, where that's at. The Bible talks about a lion. Does anybody know where I'm going with this?
Mhm.
Okay, does it?
What?
What does it say?
About a lion?
Yeah,
If a lion kills, it's bad.
yeah. If a lion kills a man, it's going against what it's supposed to do, and it's gonna have to face consequences. So it's like they have they have rules themselves that they shouldn't pass. They have a consciousness themselves. They know when something's wrong and when something's right. That doesn't mean they're perfect. You know, Grace poops everywhere, pees everywhere. She's not supposed to. But she knows that biting is not good. Plain and simple. And so that's why it's kind of iffy, because it's not like, for sure, yes, the Bible says your dog is going to make it to heaven, but it's also like you can use context clues, and because it doesn't specifically say no, it's in a gray area. And so it's something we'll find out for sure later on. We also will be able to play with animals in heaven, but will they be of this world that we're talking about, or are we talking about different animals? So that's your homework. And like I said, ASAP, if you want to do it right now after service, we can, finding where that is and specifying that answer. But good job, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
That is so sad.
Why is it sad?
Because they're big.
But like, what's sad about that? Like, I know babies passing away is sad, but what's sad about their salvation being based on their parents?
Because they don't get to choose.
They don't. But it's because they can't choose. And would it be fair for a baby who knows nothing, who can't even speak or process anything, to be able to choose for itself? Exactly. So, and it's made clear. So parents, anytime I know a parent, I just low-key like mention that, I'm like, the baby's salvation is based on the parents, if they're in consciousness. So it's like, it's something, yes, Desiree?
Isn't it also wouldn't be fair because people wouldn't like that their baby would go to something that they're not even like.
That they don't believe in
People
themselves.
have a hard time understanding that we have a choice in our salvation with God, and we're not like put to it. So if a baby didn't have a choice and they automatically went to heaven, that would have been something that they can also write about or talk about.
Yeah, so you're saying, let's say a secular person, non-believer, is like, I don't believe in God. And it's like, why does my baby get to choose? It doesn't even know what's going on, and now it's in heaven.
Why does my baby not get to choose?
Or not get to choose. So, yeah, it's like, if the sunny eyes. It's okay.
But God is a just God.
God is a just God, and that baby will be okay. That baby will be taken care of accordingly. So it'll be okay, Brenda.
Too bad a dog is a bunch of big words.
Are you gonna say something?
No, I said no way.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah?
Okay. Let's see. Skelly. Woo! All right. Did you cut your hair? No. Oh, you put it back in? With the headband? Oh, I thought you put a little ponytail, a little tiny one back. Okay. So Skelly. What is Sister Luz's position in the church?
Oh,
Do you know who Sister Luz is?
I know.
What is her position in the church? It's important for you guys to know their positions. That way, if you need something from a certain ministry, you know who to go to. So that's why it's important for us to connect, and you guys also get to help each other out spiritually. You guys are also connecting with the body of Christ. So it's like, I'm not just asking you random stuff just so you waste your time. But do you know her position? You want to lock it in? Okay.
I know. Are we done with everybody?
No, we still have those two back there.
No, Sito's gonna know. It's not fair.
He doesn't know all of them. Kevin, which one haven't we answered yet? Where does Kevin come from?
No idea.
Lock it in.
But you should have said, oh no, yeah.
Okay, and Sister Lucy, what is her favorite hobby?
I have no idea.
Alright, it's okay, it's okay. So just make sure you guys are doing your homework. Are you ready for your next portion? Okay, she didn't do it. She wasn't here though, so she didn't know. So we'll let you slide on this one. But yeah, but you're gonna have to do the card, Skelly. Oh no.
Ooh, ooh.
It's okay if you don't know any of them, but it's just so that way you can take the card home and do the homework. It gives you all the scriptures in the back and everything. All right. Who sold his birthright to Jacob? I don't know. Okay. Esau. So they were twins. Who supervised the second? Oh, no. Don't do that. Which king ignored prophecy and resisted the invasion of Nebuchadnezzar?
That's rough.
That's a hard one.
Okay, Zedekiah. So I'm gonna leave you with those two answers, those two questions, okay? So it's gonna be this one right here, the OT, and then the P. You can do all of them if you want, but you're like, I'm an overachiever. But all right, give Skelly a round of applause for her time. All right. Nosito, are you ready? Okay,
Bruh.
This isn't fair. Don't ask him.
don't ask.
I want to answer.
It's not getting cool in here.
No windows open.
It is. Is it?
We got a breeze going. That's no cry.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
All right. Nosito. All right. Are you ready? No. Okay, make sure you out of everybody know you have to hold the mic up pretty close. I know you're shy, but you got this. He's like,
It's a shame, I know.
Okay. So, okay, Sister Luz, do you know her?
I know her.
I know very.
Very little. Okay. Where does she come from?
Ooh. Ooh.
That's something.
El Salvador. Good job. Multimedia man stuck on his phone over there. Okay, El Salvador. So you're straight up Salvadorian, huh? Your mom and pops are straight
Like, you can tell.
full-blooded, huh?
All his cousins look the
That's
same.
Oh,
crazy.
your guys' tortillas?
Guys, it's like this.
Those
You
are-
guys
I
just
agree,
pupusas?
I agree.
That's just bread. That's not
I
it.
agree.
Yes, pupusas.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, okay. Okay, moving on. Kevin, what is his favorite hobby?
I believe playing
Playing basketball? Are you not getting confused with Brother Andre?
probably.
Okay, so, okay. And Sister Lucy, what is her favorite hobby?
I have.
We still have that though. Okay, are you ready for your next homework? Did you do it? Okay, so who'd you ask?
I asked my cousin.
Okay. And what was his prayer?
His question.
That is my fault. I just played.
He's trying to loosen those people up. Okay,
I'm so sorry.
so what was his question?
His question was just how many pages are in the book.
That's a good question. Does anybody know the answer to that?
What was the question?
Yeah, give me your Bible real
How
quick.
many pages are
Wait, it depends.
Wait,
on
let him answer. Oh, wait, I asked you guys. Okay, no, okay, so did you find out the answer?
Yes.
Okay, what's the answer?
Since not all Bibles are the same, it's not the same
I
answer.
just said
Good
that.
job.
But the general number.
Here we go.
is
Answering
around
other people's questions.
1,200.
Oh, the filters?
1,200. So that's general. That's what they usually are, but it depends. Why does it depend? What changes it?
Is the version because the New King James version has a lot shorter phrases,
in the NIV version because it's more explained so people can understand.
So that's a good point. It depends on the versions because the New King James version is a lot shorter since they summarize it and make it more explained. More stuff to add on to that is, some Bibles come with concordances, some of them come with, but we're just talking about the books, right now? Okay, so good job, Mexico. For those of you who don't know, me and Melisita are known as the worst people to dab up other people. It's horrible. And we just always embarrass ourselves all the time. Okay. Senor Tato. Alright.
Cut the video, please.
We're gonna take your whole part out.
It was really bad, huh?
It was like 15 minutes.
How long is the video?
Huh? Right now we're at 56 minutes.
It says
Alright.
like 50 because
Tato.
Hello?
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. He said it's only fair. Okay, Tato. What is Sister Luz's position in church?
Lucy?
Luz.
Oh, Luz.
Hey, Nosito.
I know.
Mentor?
Inventory. All right, I'm not gonna give you a high five because homie told you over there. He was like,
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
okay, where does Kevin come from?
Paris? Oh, where,
Paris, California.
Yeah.
And why are you going based on that? Why are you questioning it?
Because he told me when we were camping.
Okay, but why are you looking at me like, is that correct?
Because I'm not sure.
Okay, so he's from Paris. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna give you guys that in a little bit. Sister Lucy, I can't believe nobody has gotten this answer
I
correct.
said it
I'm
last
honestly
time.
really surprised.
What is Sister Lucy's favorite hobby?
You're gonna be surprised again. I'm just gonna guess. Playing with the bass on.
Okay, Sister Lucy's favorite hobby is making arts and crafts. Like she loves arts and crafts. Like I'm talking about party decorations,
Nah, but
gift baskets.
her favorite hobby is shopping at Hobby Lobby.
Her favorite hobby is shopping. Yeah, that goes hand in hand with it.
And your chickens.
Oh, she loves chickens too. So those would have been two valid. But your guys' homework now, I'm not gonna add new people because you guys didn't even do these three, so I'm gonna do the same three people. Is find out something about Sister Luz. Find out what Kevin's favorite hobby is and who Kevin is, Fabian. And then find out how many kids Sister Lucy has. All right? Okay, are you ready for the next portion of your homework?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay. Who did you ask?
You say Michael?
I don't think you guys don't know him, but he was a friend that I met a while back. And, I asked him the question, and it's nothing about the Bible, it's just, he asked me, like, why I believe in Christianity, and, that's really it.
And what was that question can differ to every individual, right? Because we all go through different things.
Yes.
So, do you mind telling us why you believe in Christianity?
Yeah. I say I believe in it because, because it's just, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fidgeting. I'm trying to think. I believe in it because it's just, it's just something like amazing that can come from it, and literally like
someone died for me, you know, and I can't just ignore that, you know, and I want to have eternal life, you know. I don't want to go down there.
You know, it's hot
Yeah.
here, imagine.
Yeah. So yeah, I just find it amazing, you know, and like the great things that has happened to me ever since I started believing in it. Yeah, it was just a lot of benefits, and there's no reason not to believe it because you know,
Everything goes with
everything
it.
goes with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and nothing bad can come from it.
Like at what point in your life, because you guys went to church with us as little kids,
Yes.
pretty much as far as you guys can remember, there was a point where you guys moved away, but you guys came back. So what point in your life were you like, I really want this like relationship with God? It was no longer like, oh, my tío's dragging me, my tía's, making me, or my mom is, forcing me.
What point did I?
Yeah, like what point was it your decision? Like what made you realize like this is what I want for me? Or what I need for myself? Like I need God.
Oh, it was when I had massive anger issues where I just, got mad at my mom a lot. I argued with her a lot. I was just, not a good influence, and I just was doing a lot of things in school. And I realized like ever since there was a day where I got mad at Fabian, I believe so. It was Fabian, I don't know, but we kind of, tussled, and it got my mom upset, and I just, it wasn't just like one day too. It wasn't one day I was like, oh, I got it. It was just a whole ton of days, and I just realized but that one day in specific was just the day that I realized it was, and I got mad at Fabian. I tussled him, like I said, and it got my mom mad. And
I won.
You see these battle scars?
And got my mom mad, and I started arguing with her, and she started to cry. She was crying.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
She cried. I was
Did
like,
that once, never will do it again.
Never again. And that was like the second or third time I made her cry. So I made her cry, and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Like, I'm fighting my own brother. I made my mom cry, the person I love the most. So, I realized like I gotta do something right. I can't just keep doing this and keep getting mad. Yeah, I couldn't even take a joke when I was that. Yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah, I couldn't take a joke or anything because I struggled.
I was put into a chokehold.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it wasn't important.
Uh-oh. Okay, but he just said, no, this is the last straw.
I did a lot.
Your moment.
Yeah.
He did virtual reality boxing